If you are an IBDP student or a group 4 science teacher in IBDP, this video is for you, the first video for internal assessment, so don't miss that. Let's consider the outlines. First, in this video, you will see what the IA is according to the definition of IB. What is G4IA, the main focus of this video, group 4 IA. Word count, the limit of the words in the group 4 IA project, recommended time, cover page, assessment criteria, types of IA, and finally role of the teacher. So let's start. What is IA? According to IB definition, IA is an individual or collaborative project evaluated by the subject teacher internally, guys, with a list of criteria and is usually focused on some subject-related work. Alongside the criteria, samples of the students' work, oral performances, portfolios, lab reports, and essays are also submitted to the IB. But let's focus on Group 4 IA. Group 4, I mean the science group. IA is a scientific investigation, an open-ended task in which the candidates gather and analyze data in order to answer their own formulated research questions. So they should find their own research question and then answer to that research question in the essay. Does it have word count? Yes, it does. The outcome of the scientific investigation will be assessed through the form of a written report. The maximum overall word count for the report is 3,000 words in group 4, guys. For the other subject groups, please ask your teacher. It's very important, of course. Do not push yourself to go to exactly 2,999 words. It's okay. It could be between 2,500 to 3,000. It's okay. Don't push your limit. The quality of AI is much more important. Let's go to the next slide. Notice what are included or excluded in the word count. Charts and diagrams excluded. Data tables, no, they are excluded. Equations, formulas, and calculations, don't worry, they are excluded. Citations, references, whether parenthetical, numbered footnotes or endnotes, they are all excluded. Bibliography and headers. I should add something. List of contents also is excluded because it's a kind of header. Okay, let's continue. The next slide. Does it have recommended time for the teacher when they have the guidance, their instruction, teaching, the nature of the IA, consulting, supervision, reading your essay, commenting on that, and so forth, and evaluation? Yes, it's recommended to be 10 hours. For you as a student, it might be much more. Depending on the nature of your experiment, the nature of your data analysis, it might be much more. So do not limit yourself to 10 hours, but your teacher is usually supposed to allocate about 10 hours for supervision, consulting, and evaluation. Sir, you said it could be a collaborative project. How? Collaborative work is optional, and where it is facilitated, the groups form must be no longer than 3 students. So in physics, biology, chemistry, maximum 3, 1, 2, 3, the group is formed. You cannot add any more. Notice, a student within the group investigates their individual research question by manipulating, be very careful, a different independent variable or a different dependent variable or different data. About the independent variable, dependent variable, in upcoming videos, I will explain them in detail, don't worry. But one of them must be different compared to the other members. So you should have at least one of these items different from the other group members. Cover page. The first page of your report is called cover page. On the cover page, first you should write your subject lesson. For example, IA in physics. Title of research, investigation and research. It is called research question in IA. Okay, you should write your research question here. Candidate personal code. In IB, personal code is usually in the form of 3 letters and 3 digits, like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, like that. You put it here. And if you have a collaborative project, you should write the candidates codes of the other member groups here. And then finally, word count. How many words it is? It must be on the cover page. That's all, nothing more, don't worry. Assessment criteria. I will explain the assessment criteria in future in detail, but for the time being, just know there are 4 criteria here. Research design, 6 marks. Data analysis, 6 marks again. Conclusion, same. And finally, evaluation. Totally, it will be up to 24% for 100% of the mark. 24 marks. 24 marks, what do you mean, sir, by 24 marks? Oh, in final exam, you will have, in physics, for example, you will have 2 different papers, paper 1, paper 2. Paper 1 includes 1A, always multiple choice questions, 1B, data analysis question, and 2 short answer question. Okay, you are done. And then you will get maximum. If you get maximum mark, you will feel the maximum 80% of the 7, okay, in your final mark. But the 20% is IA. It's very important. Sir, I'm lazy. I don't want to have an IA. Can I ignore it? Don't do that. It's very dangerous. No submission means failing. Don't do that. But very inferior quality will result in nothing, maybe 0. And so if the quality is very low, you may get 0. But you have just lost 20% of the final mark. You are still allowed to continue to pass the exam by the other 80%. But I always recommend doing the best IA. Types of IA. How many types of IA can I do in science in group 4? First is hands-on, very usual one. This is experimental. Experimental means empirical. You will do something under controlled condition in your lab or outside, and then you report it. The other is the database. You may be very interested in database. You may, for example, go to the NASA's website and then collect some data and analyze them. It's okay also. Simulation. You may be a very perfect computer programmer. You may program something for physics, for chemistry, and make a simulation. It's okay. Also, it could be fieldwork. Fieldwork is very similar to hand-on. It's also experimental, but it's always done outside of the lab and mostly under uncontrolled conditions. For example, you may connect a microphone to a drone and then let the drone fly and lift up and then measure the effect of the distance to the ambient noise in a street. Okay? It's okay. What's the effect of height and the ambient noise? It is something like a fieldwork or a lot of similar ones. The last is use of a spreadsheet for analysis and modeling. If you are a very professional computer specialist, you can use a spreadsheet like Excel and program something and analyze something numerically. Or it could be a combination of all. It's okay. You can have a database and also simulation, or maybe field work and maybe a kind of a spreadsheet analysis. It's okay. You can have, but usually students focus on one of them. Notice one. In the case of simulation, guys, your report must seem to be a scientific project about your subject lesson assisted by computer. I mean, when you are doing a simulation chemistry, it must look like a chemistry report assisted by some computer programming, not a computer project about chemistry. Understood? So it's very important. You should overrate the subject lesson. Notice too, although the subject lesson must be written on the cover page, I told you should write this is a chemistry IA, okay? But you don't have to write the nature of that IA on the cover page. It's okay. You shouldn't write, for example, it's a field work in chemistry. No, in introduction, you can go over everything in detail and explain what's going on in this project. Notice 3. It is seriously recommended using past tense and passive voice in IA. Okay, don't write I did, I will do. Instead, use it was done. It's more formal, okay? Role of the teacher. What the teacher should do and can do. Number 1 is for you as a student and also you if you are a teacher watching this video. Number 1, helping the candidates to find the proper IA research question and make it focused. It must be a focused research question and also it must be something all related to this subject lesson. But the teacher shouldn't have any bias leading role in finding the research question, provided the student asks for help. Okay, if you are a teacher, don't push your students to a specific research question because you like it. Okay, they should find their own research question. It's very important. Number two, role of the teacher again. Having a regular meetings with the candidate to supervise the workflow and experiment. Do not introduce the research question and guide them at the beginning and say, okay, goodbye, see you in the final exam. No, it's not okay. Notice the teacher should notify the IA deadlines to the candidate. They should submit the first draft, the second draft, the third draft regularly on a specific deadlines, and in this way the teacher can supervise all the projects along the educational year. It's very important and recommended. The role of teacher, the third one, commenting on the drafts in order to instruct the candidate. If I'm a teacher, I will read the draft and then I write some comments here. Okay, I recommend using this. I recommend increasing this part. I don't know, reducing this part. I don't know, citation needed. Whatever you may think as a teacher, you should comment and instruct your candidate. But the teacher is not allowed to amend or add anything to the drafts. It's very important. The teacher cannot make any amendment. Amendments and all changes must be done by the candidate. Thank you for watching this video. In the upcoming video, I will explain everything about the structure of IA by a very interesting customized map. Don't miss it. See you.